staying low down, keeping it a bill, that ain't no doubt. Much love to the homie, every city know now. More crowd, pressing issues in the positive. Locked out TV is way better than they thought it is. The interviews is solid facts, talking about your troubled past. What you did to change that shit, doing better is the plan. Homie keeps a solid point, combo lit just like a joint. Better yet just like a brew, locked out TV.
What's good, fam bam? Welcome back to another episode of Loked Out TV. You already know how we do it, man. We're going to keep it loked out, no doubt, for real. Coming at you with another loked out banger. And this one right here, we'll be talking a little bit about Diablo and Mrcriminal. But before we jump into the topic of the video, I'm going to need y'all to keep it all the way loked out with me. If you haven't hit that subscribe, it'd be highly appreciated if you hit that subscribe. Also hit that like and most definitely hit that notification bell. And if you really want to level up in the game, hit that comment section and talk yours. Because that's exactly what the comment section is there for. That being said, man, for anyone that may not know the deal, may not know the latest developments, man, Diablo has officially dropped a Mrcriminal diss track. That's right, man. Diablo has officially dropped a Mrcriminal diss track. And this is where I tell y'all, man, in the last few videos I made about Criminal, I told y'all that the situation got deep, right? I told y'all that the situation was much deeper than just what we were seeing here on YouTube. Well, it's finally came out, man. I didn't have to, I told y'all I wasn't really at liberty to put it out there. It's out there. You know what I'm saying? Now that it's out there, we're going to speak on it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, man, if you have not heard the diss track, go check it out, man. It's on my community post. It's everywhere right now, but I shared it on my community post. Go check that diss track out, man. Diablo's saying a lot of things in that diss track, and it's one of those situations to where when you hear it, you're gonna be like, oh man, you can't be serious. Now, when you first hear the diss track, man, just to know the situation, I'm like, you serious? Why would this fool be on his podcast and everywhere else trying to kick up so much dust with individuals, trying to talk so crazy to individuals, trying to, come out with your chest all pumped up like you just all about the business and you're super choloed out and shit every little chance you get, but you got this right here hanging over your head like a cloud the whole time, That's wild, right? And not only that, but it was with a very well-known situation. I'm surprised that this hasn't came out way before all this happened. But this just goes back to say it, man. That podcast, the way once everybody started seeing, how criminal really was from his podcast, from watching that podcast, and everybody was like, oh man, this fool, what the hell, I ain't gonna lie, before the podcast, I was a Criminal fan. I ain't gonna lie, man. I had him on my playlist, all that. But, once you start at least seeing the podcast and seeing how he was acting, a lot of fools switched away from, okay, fool, this isn't what's up right here, And then if you had the chance to interact with him over certain things, then you also know, like, nah, man, I can't mess with this fool like that, So, yeah, man, Diablo saying that fool certified, documented rat. A certified documented rat. And this is coming from Diablo. I know a lot of fools are going like, where's the paperwork? What's up with the paperwork and all that? Well, check it out, man. I'm sure that Diablo has the paperwork. It's his case. He caught a life sentence in that case. So I'm more than sure that he has the paperwork. It's there, One thing about the situation that does trip me out, and it's kind of got me like, trying to understand, is the fact that when Mrcriminal had his podcast going, Diablo did in fact come on his podcast. He didn't physically come on his podcast, but he called in to his podcast from prison and, was just talking to him. Like there was no issues, no problems. Now, that kind of has me like, why would he do that? You know what I'm saying? If you know this man, is a certified documented rat in a case that got you a life sentence. I don't give a shit if it got you 3 years probation or 1 year probation or community service. You know, even that's like, hell nah, I can't mess with this fool, you know? But anyways, you know, he caught a life sentence on this charges, on this case, man. And it took him this long to come out like this, you know what I'm saying? To come out and be like, hey man, criminal drop paperwork. He has paperwork in my case, you know. He's like, and the song says it, man. So anything I'm saying, like this ain't nothing new to me. I was just waiting for it to come out, you know, because I'm not going to throw stuff out there. I was just waiting for it to come out. So it's out there. Diablo says it in the song. You know, I caught a life sentence on this. Talking about how Mrcriminal and his family had got took out by the police, got raided by the police, or the police came to question, whatever the case may be. They're out on the curb, and Criminal talks to Diablo, says, I ain't never had that happen to me before. You know, I would never rat on you. I mean, I said some things, but I wouldn't have went to court and testified, and I love you like a brother and all this, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, right there you have it, you know what I mean? Right there you have it. But I'm sure that there's going to be more, you know, because now you got this, it's out there. Probably, you know, there was certain security measures going on with the paperwork or whatever the case may be. You know, I think that probably it was under a protection thing, not from, you know, not from police, but from, you know, let's just say, you know, anyways, and for whatever reason, man, you know, once all the craziness hit the fan on social media with criminals making all these fake phone calls and making phone calls and complaining here, complaining there, and I think, you know, and then not to mention, you know, he's going on other podcasts talking about he got fools licking his balls and you know, talking about his 20 Impalas and all this. I think it came to a point to where, you know what, this fool's acting all chingón. He's acting like his shit don't stink, and he's certified documented. And you know, that's another thing, man. I'm sure that for whatever reason Diablo was keeping it cool, you know, for whatever reason, and we don't know the reason, man. Maybe he was still under contract and he was trying to get out of that contract peacefully so he could, you know, get his money right and actually start making money off the music he's dropping now, or maybe it went deeper than that. Who knows? All I know is that at one point Diablo did in fact call in. He was talking cool with Criminal. So for this to come out, and I'm telling y'all, bro, when I heard about this, I was like, what? You serious? Like, it blew my mind, you know what I'm saying? But so I was throwing hints out there to everybody, and if you know, you know. If you understand the hints, then you probably already knew what I was talking about, and if you know, then you already knew, you know. But it's there now, it's out there. We're gonna see how Criminal responds to this. Is he gonna go MIA? Is he gonna respond to it? He still hasn't responded to Hater World. He still hasn't responded to Cuete. I seriously doubt he's gonna respond to this one. I mean, this one goes, to me, in my mind, this one's going way beyond Hater World and Cuete. You know what I'm saying? This one's on a whole nother level. So, you know, you got a homie that caught a life sentence, and he was a part of that. According to the song, you know what I'm saying? According to the song, he was a part of that. So, he contributed to a homie catching a life sentence. Anyways, man, that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Much love, much respect. Y'all know how we do it. We're going to keep it loked out, no doubt, for real. Till the next one, and I'm out.
Loked Out TV, thought you knew. Keep it G and keep it fly. Loked Out merch, you got